Since my very first custom settings video for the Sony XM3 earbuds, Sony has added a few things to the XM3s through repeated software updates. The more recent update was of course update number 2.0.2. They've also taken away a few things, so I thought it makes a lot of sense for me to come back to this topic and show you guys what my latest custom settings are for the Sony XM3 earbuds. So I'm gonna put the earbuds on and call up the Sony Headphones Connect app. Okay, here's the app. Now, I've set everything to default settings here for the benefit of everyone who haven't watched my first custom settings video for the XM3s. Now, if you look at the top part of the app, what's new here is that you can now see the battery level of the charging case. It says here my charging case has got 70% battery left, whereas before you could only see the battery level of the individual earbuds. The first customizable setting you see here is adaptive sound control. Now, adaptive sound control is when the earbuds will try to give you the most appropriate noise cancelling level based on your current situation, whether it be staying in one spot, walking, running, or whether you're on public transport. And they do this by using the phone's GPS. And this is something that you can customize down to the level of noise cancelling that you want for each given situation. So go ahead and feel free to customize this to your liking. For instance, if you like to run with these earbuds, then perhaps having ambient sound pass-through set to the default 20 is ideal, because then you will be able to enjoy maximum ambient sound pass-through and stay aware of your surroundings. But I prefer to keep ambient sound pass-through at level 15 when I run. Or perhaps you're somebody who likes to run in pairs, say with a partner, then it probably makes a lot of sense to have ambient sound pass-through set to 15, like in this instance, and activate focus on voice. Because by doing that, you will be able to hear your partner's voice, say when you're running and having a conversation at the same time, which is something that I will never be able to do because I have very poor stamina. But it really is up to you to decide how much noise cancelling you want for each given situation. But for me, I prefer to have adaptive sound control switched off because I simply prefer to enjoy maximum noise cancelling wherever I go or whatever I do. Reminds me of that song that wherever you go, whatever you do song. Yeah, I forgot the title. Anyway, ambient sound control is basically your noise cancelling. So if you switch ambient sound control off, noise cancelling is switched off. If you switch it back on, noise cancelling is switched back on. And you can customize how much noise cancelling you want or how much ambient sound pass-through you want by moving this dial. Yeah, so focus on voice is also available here. Check it if you want your earbuds to focus on voice better, otherwise uncheck it. But for me, I prefer, as I've said, to have maximum noise cancelling. So yeah, equalizer. Well, I won't go into so much detail about the equalizer because I feel that this video about my best custom EQ settings is still relevant. So be sure to watch that video if you want to know how to set the equalizer of your WF-1000XM3 earbuds. Music controls comes next, and below music controls you'll see this option that says pauses when headphones are taken off. Activate it, because when you get the headphones to pause when it's taken off, you'll help the headphones extend its battery life, and that's very beneficial in the long run. Next, you have 360 reality audio setup. Now, contrary to popular belief, 360 reality audio is not a visualizer Alright, so it does not take existing audio content and convert it into a surround sound, multi-directional audio experience like what you would expect. It is, however, a new audio format that can only be delivered through specific streaming platforms like Deezer and Tidal. And you've got to be a premium subscriber to enjoy music remastered in that specific format by Sony 360 Reality Audio. So in reality, even if you don't own any Sony headphones or earbuds, you can still enjoy 360 Reality Audio with any headphones, as long as you are a premium subscriber with Tidal or Deezer. But only specific headphones from Sony, like the XM3 earbuds, XM3 headphones, can be optimized to get the best experience out of 360 Reality Audio, which is what this calibration is all about. So you take a picture of your ear, the app will analyze the shape of your ear to calibrate the earbuds for 360 Reality Audio. So go ahead with the calibration process if you are a premium subscriber with Tidal, MQA or Deezer. But if you are not a subscriber like me, let's just move on to the next setting, sound quality mode. Okay, you have two different kinds of sound quality modes: priority on sound quality and priority on stable connection. If you're somebody who is always listening to music at home or indoors, then just leave the option on priority on sound quality, because this will get the earbuds to use AAC codec all the time. But if you often get signal drops when you're outside, then I will recommend setting this to priority on stable connection, because by doing so, you're getting the earbuds to use the SBC codec instead of AAC. Yes, audio quality may not be as good as if you are on AAC, but at least signal drops will be less frequent because the data transfer involved using SBC is a lot smaller. Now, DSE-HX. Now, this is an interesting one. It is basically an audio file enhancer, right? So if you're somebody who listens to a lot of old, low resolution audio files, DSE-HX will upscale your audio files to sound a lot more high res in exchange for battery life. Since I don't listen to lower resolution audio files anymore, I usually leave DSE-HX off, okay? And this also helps to keep battery life as it should. Touch sensor function. Now, in my case, I prefer to have the left earbud on volume control, since this is a new feature with update 2.0.2. I decided to keep my left earbud on volume control instead, because I usually have my phone in my pocket all the time when I'm outside. But in your case, you might prefer to have it on ambient sound control instead, or any other option like activating Google Assistant. But in my case, volume control is ideal. Right earbud, keep it on playback control. So at least if you don't have ambient sound pass-through, since I've already replaced the ambient sound pass-through on my left earbud with volume control, I can at least tap to pause my music when I'm having a conversation with somebody. Automatic power off. Now, there are two options. Switch off earbuds when headphones are taken off, or do not turn off even after 5 minutes after you've taken off your earbuds. I prefer having my earbuds on off when headphones are taken off. I used to like do not turn off, but then I realized that this has an impact on battery life, right? So I now often have my earbuds on off when headphones are taken off instead. So leave it there. Notifications and voice guide, leave it there. I prefer listening to a friendly sexy voice when I put on my earbuds. And finally, automatic download of software, leave it switched off because you never know if the next update from Sony will screw things up as far as your earbuds are concerned. Okay, so these are my custom settings for the Sony WF-1000XM3 earbuds. I hope this video has been helpful. I've got more videos coming up soon, reviews and updates and all that. So if you don't want to miss another video from this channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. And also please ring that notifications bell, because that is the only way YouTube will notify you of new content from this channel. This is Aaron, you're watching Aaron's Wireless, and if you like this video, would you kindly do the honor of punching that like button with a vengeance, sharing this video with all of your friends and family, and of course, I'll see you again, bros, in the next one. If you're a humble person like me, this shirt is a great way to show your friends how humble you really are. And whenever you look in the mirror, to admire yourself of course, it will also help to remind you to always be humble. So guys, this is a pretty fun shirt to wear. You can check it out in the link below. It's available in t-shirt, tank top and hoodie. Your purchase helps keep this channel going, and I appreciate your support, bros.